Hello, hi. Welcome back to our another interesting technology presentation for the day. It is going to be on digital workplace stepping into the future. So, for which I would like to welcome the speaker for the topic, who is Mr. Puneet Dhar, National Product Manager, Crestron India. So, welcome, Puneet ji, for this. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nishant. Thank you so much, and good afternoon to all of you. First of all, we are really thankful to all of you for giving us this platform to talk about the digital workplace. So let me share my content, and then I can, talk more about this technology. So, Nishant, just a quick check. Can you confirm that you are able to see the content?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So, good afternoon to all of you once again. I am Puneet Dhar. I work with Crestron India as the National Product Manager. And today I'm going to talk about the role of technology at the digital workplace and how it allows the employees within the office and between the offices to collaborate. About Crestrons, we were founded in the year 1972. So we did a lot of pioneering and innovation in the AV space, and there are very a large number of firsts to our credit in terms of the innovations and technology that we brought into the workplace related to AV. And then over a period of time, we also forayed into the UC space or the unified communication space. And then, with the help of the innovations and developments that we have done between these two spheres, we also we have come to a point wherein we let these two technologies combine together to give a end-to-end experience to the users, and that is where we call it as, or we that is where we play the role in terms of the digital workplace. So about the Crestron, we are present globally. We are based out of states, but in India we are present in almost all the major cities, be it like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Kolkata. We have got three global development centers or R&D centers, and one of them is in Bangalore itself. So that is where a lot of development and product testing is carried out at Bangalore Development Center. Uh, First, let me talk about the value of Crestron. The value of Crestron is based on four foundations. So one, first and the foremost is the products that we design are designed to meet the deployment needs. So the product, irrespective of the requirement, is designed in such a way that they are easy to deploy and easy to manage. And then the second most important aspect is that the technology that we introduce in the room should be easy to use. It should not be complicated. It should not be so difficult for the end user to operate. And then it can also lead to failure of the technology, because if the user is not comfortable with the technology, it will not lead to adoption of that. So we ensure that the products are designed in such a way that they take care of the easiness in terms of the usage. When it comes to security, we know that when we have to collaborate, when we have to connect with people across the internet, security is the paramount thing to talk about, and all our products are actually enterprise having the enterprise grade security, and then we are also informed by the experience. So these are the four important pillars when it comes to Crestron. Let me start the topic about the digital workplace. So let us first understand the definition of the digital workplace, and then we can understand the kind of technology that we bring in the workplace to collaborate and communicate with the people within the organization and outside of the organization. So when it comes to the digital workplace, it facilitates the collaboration between the employees. Now, that collaboration can be an in-person collaboration in the meeting space, or it can be collaboration among multiple meeting spaces within the city or country or globe. So that's the role of digital. That's the role of digital workplace. The other important aspect is that this technology also integrates with the corporates or organizations' existing workflow. So that actually increases the efficiency, and it also leads to the better productivity. However, we have seen that at the start of the COVID, during the lockdown, and during the COVID time period as well, we all were mostly working from home, and we have adopted technology with both the hands, be it say like Microsoft or the Zoom, in order to collaborate with our colleagues. However, with the things improving, we are now talking about the hybrid workplace. So what we mean over here is that when you're talking about a digital workplace, it keeps on changing, it keeps on evolving. And now after the bit of respite from the COVID, wherein the business has started opening up, the offices have started opening up, we see more and more use case of the hybrid workflow. And that is where the workplace challenges come into play. So when you talk about the workplace challenge, when you walk into the meeting room, what are the typical use cases that a end user will come across, and what are the challenges that they typically face. So one such thing could be that when they walk into the room, the technology, as I said in the beginning, should be easy to use and operate. It should not require a training to the end user, because then it will actually complicate a lot of things. Maybe can I have the one-click join? So like, when I walk into the room, instead of worrying about a lot of things in the room like remote control, displays, lighting and stuff like that, can I have a one-touch control wherein by simply clicking on that button, my call gets going and I really do not need to worry about the rest of the things in the room? How can I ensure a high quality audio and video? Another important aspect is the resource reservation. So we normally see that when you talk about the collaboration in the meeting rooms, we typically generally don't block those meeting spaces, or we do it manually. Maybe sometimes put a sticker or label like kind of thing. How about having the technology in play wherein we can reserve that space so that we can optimally use it, and most importantly, we can avoid the conflict as well among multiple meeting users or organizers. And then, most importantly, as I said, while we have deployed the technology, how we can ensure that it is easy to manage and maintain as well. That's where the power of Crestron comes into play. So when you talk about the Crestron Flex Digital Workplace, we provide you a single platform. The devices are purpose built, and then we also ensure that we are able to maintain the scalability and the management of those devices. So let me take you through more about these points. So when you talk about the single platform, when you standardize on a particular technology, it ensures that when your end user wants to take advantage of that technology or wants to use that technology for their day-to-day collaboration needs, irrespective of where they are using that technology, either in the personal space or in the smaller meeting room, huddle room, big meeting room, when they see the same interface, when they see the consistency across the user interface, they don't really tend to worry about how to operate the system, because irrespective of the size of the room, when the user interface is consistent, the end users are more comfortable in operating and utilizing the technology, which actually means that you don't really need to train your all the end users about the different meeting rooms, letting them know what to do in each meeting room and actually unnecessarily complicate the things. So when it comes to Crestron, we provide you with a single platform to ensure that you are connected to the colleagues, your colleagues digitally. When you talk about the purpose-built devices, we are again talking about the different kind of meeting spaces. So like as I said, you can have a space which is a personal space. It can be a cabin, or it can be a very small meeting room, just good enough for one or two people, or it can be a very large boardroom or auditorium as well. So there are purpose-built devices which are actually designed to suit the needs of the particular space. So when it comes to personal space, we can talk about a video-enabled Microsoft Teams Room phone, because I am able to because with that kind of a device, I'm able to interact with my team members over the call while I'm still able to utilize my laptop for my day-to-day operations or day-to-day work needs. So there can be different kind of solutions. So when it comes to Crestron Flex, we provide native Microsoft Team Room and we provide native Zoom Room solutions, so that as a user or as a user of Zoom or Microsoft Team technology, you have a consistent user interface across all kind of meeting spaces, across all kind of devices, and leading to better optimization and better utilization of those devices. Then, with the help of the AV integration, either in the form of a localized or a network-based AV, we are able to bring a lot of other flexibilities into the play. The most important challenge in any workplace is the content sharing. We have typically seen that whenever we have a requirement to share the content, either for an in-person meeting or during the call, we normally carry a laptop with us and we have to look for a HDMI cable in the room to share our content. But when you talk about day-to changing trends, one such trend could be about being able to connect using a Windows operating, being able to connect a laptop which is a Windows operating system or a Macintosh. How about being able to share a content from my Android phone or a iOS phone itself? So when it comes to that kind of challenges, we provide Crestron Flex Air Media as a solution, wherein irrespective of the kind of device you carry into the room, you are able to share the content either for in-person meeting or over the call. We also are about to come up with a feature which is called as bring your own meeting. So besides using uh, Crestron Air Media for your content sharing or content collaboration needs, you can also use or you can also integrate the USB audio and video peripherals in the room to basically utilize them as the bring your own meeting concept. So next time when you walk into the room with your laptop, you don't have to attach any cables to your laptop. You can wirelessly get the devices in the room detected by your application, and you can place any call from your laptop while utilizing the in-room audio and video accessories for that call. The most important, the one more aspect, the one more way of connecting is through the dongle as well. So we will also provide an option of sharing the content from the laptops with the help of a USB-C based dongle. So in case, because of security restrictions, certain organizations do not allow any wireless means of content sharing. So in order to meet that kind of a requirement, we do provide an option to connect a dongle to share the content during the call. Uh, Besides that, while we talk about the digitalization of the workspace, we spoke about the resource booking or scheduling of your resources. So while we talk about the resources, we mean the meeting space. In order to ensure that there is no conflict, in order to ensure that there is proper utilization of the meeting space, Crestron provides a solution which is called as flex scheduling. So it's a scheduling panel which is placed at the start of the meeting room, wherein as a user, when he walks by, he can see when the meeting is about to start, when the meeting is about to end. With the help of the accessories, they can see the status of the room, whether it is free or whether it is not free. And then it can also integrate with a lot of workflow and provide a lot of analytical information to the IT to ensure that the room is used optimally. How about the management? So while we talk about the deployment of the technology in the room being the simplest to use and bringing the ease of use for your end users, it is still important for the IT to manage that kind of devices to ensure that there has to be some way wherein the IT can get the proactive alerts or events from the systems which are being deployed in that meeting space to ensure minimum downtime. Before the problem gets detected by the user, it makes sense that the problem is reported automatically to the IT manager so that they can take the preventive actions, they can take the proactive steps and ensure that as and when the meeting space is required to be available, it is available without any failure or downtime. That's where Crestron XIO Cloud comes into play, which is a subscription-based service based out of Microsoft Azure Data Center. So this service provides you a window to do the remote support. So you can remotely access all your devices through your laptop remotely, see what's going on with the devices, and if any troubleshooting is required, you can perform those troubleshooting steps remotely. It also provides you it also helps you to maintain your operational standards. So basically, you get a dashboard, so you see the health of all your equipments, and you can remotely configure all your devices, be it on the AV side or on the UC side, to ensure that when a user walks in from one meeting room to the other, they have a consistent experience because all the equipments or all the devices in that space have been configured the same way. It also helps you manage your device lifecycle, be it the software upgrades or be it to find out the warranty or other details of the equipment. With the help of the Crestron XIO Cloud single dashboard, you can see you are able to actually maintain your product lifecycle also. And then with the help of the analytical information that you get out of this cloud, you can also perform a lot of steps in order to ensure the optimization of your space. So overall, if I have to summarize what we have spoken about the digital workspace, we spoke about the technology in the room, either that could be used for in-person meeting, and technology in the room which can be used for collaboration across the various meeting rooms or meeting spaces. Now let me run a quick video which will actually give you a true experience of the Crestron technology in the play, wherein we combine the benefits of AV and UC in the meeting room and ensure that as a user, when you walk into the room, besides just clicking one button on your touch panel to get going with your meeting, the rest of the other things in the room are taken care of automatically by the system intelligently without any user intervention. So let me play the video first, please. Sorry.
Hi, this is Jason coming to you again from Crestron Next. When we enter our meeting spaces, many times that journey starts at the desktop. We book our room, we need to locate our room. Maybe it's a room we're walking up to and we need to create an ad hoc reservation, or we just need to find the room that we reserved. So our experience starts outside the room, Crestron scheduling panel. You can see here today with our room information, we also have high visibility signs that help us locate the room. From there, we'll move inside the room and take a look at the technology inside the space. Now that we've booked the room, let's take a look into the space. So as I walk into the room, we have a simple occupancy sensor that knows when I walk in to bring down the shades, turn on the lights, and activate our displays. So it's part of that complete Crestron solution. Looking at the rest of the space, The core of the room is a Microsoft Teams room solution with easy one-touch join. We have Air Media capability. We have our flip top on display to show the ease of connectivity in the space. And it's all wrapped around taking all of these different technologies and bringing them together in that singular Crestron experience. We have NVX for content distribution, be able to bring all of our different video signals as well as USB signal types to and from the room. For audio in the room, we have the Shure MXA microphone connected back to IntelliMix software running on the UC engine. We take that audio from the far end, moving it back to PoE-based speakers in the room as well. So as I walk around, ease of use is critical. I'm able to walk up to the Air Media. I'm able to go ahead and start presenting. I can bring it into my display. I can walk up to the Microsoft Teams room console on our touch panel. I can select the one-touch join capability, easily join a meeting, connect with other users in the far end, taking advantage of all of that technology with 2 simple presses, and moving into the space, I was able to accomplish all of those different functions. And that's the power of the complete Crestron experience.
So with that, I thank you all of you for your time and also for giving us this opportunity to talk about the digital workplace. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Puneet, for such a great technology session. So, as a token of appreciation, Elets would like to, give you a certificate. So, can we have the certificate on the screen, please? Hello, Deepak.
Nishant, I think we have it. I can see that.
I'm not sure, so I think we have some technical issues. So sorry for that. We'll keep you posted, sir. We'll keep you informed. We will send it to you on the email as well. Thank you so much for joining. So here we go, sir. So here we go. Yeah. Deepak, can we have that certificate on the screen, please? Yes, here we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Puneet Dhar, for joining us, for supporting us, our event. Thank you, sir, for
thank you once again.
sharing the insight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.